Hello, and thank you for joining. My name is Paula Massman. I'm CPA's Media Director. President Trump's first State of the Union speech continued his administration's America First approach. Specifically, the president addressed a new trade policy in which the era of economic surrender is over. With us today, we have the CEO of the Coalition for a Prosperous America, Michael Stumo, with his thoughts on President Trump's first State of the Union. Michael?
CPA members appreciated President Trump's speech last night as he continued his pivot from the naive free trade mythology of the past to the reality of strategic trade. Withdrawing from the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership last year was his boldest move. The administration's trade negotiations and enforcement team is top-notch. Trade deficits are no longer dismissed as simply a theoretical economics problem. The administration appropriately named China a strategic competitor last month, in its national security strategy. It called out Beijing's predatory mercantilism. We commend the president's actions imposing tariffs on subsidized solar panels and clothes washers as a welcome enforcement of existing trade laws, though the relief may prove too temporary because the tariffs last only 4 years in the face of long-term subsidy strategies by China and South Korea. More work needs to be done. The trade deficit increased yet again in 2017 over 2016 levels. This trade deficit is a drag on GDP and growth. We encourage the president to continue developing his strategy to reduce the trade deficit. The trade agreement negotiations are important and we support them, but they may be ill-suited to address the challenges of mercantilism and trade cheating among other countries. Currency manipulation and misalignment are primary drivers of America's trade deficit. They are critical to address. President Reagan and his Treasury team ultimately understood, in the face of then record trade deficits in 1985, that action was necessary. The 1985 Plaza Accord reduced the dollar value and increased the Japanese yen value, nearly balancing trade within a few years and minimizing Japan's trade cheating at the time. American industries and workers are still awaiting the results of investigations on steel and aluminum, as well as Chinese theft of intellectual property. The president's infrastructure investment goals are welcome and should be aggressively pursued by the Congress. However, we did hope to hear that American-made steel, goods, and services would be utilized. Overall, it was a strong speech on trade. We look forward to working with the president and his team in the future.